Hey everyone, it's Dustin with TWPD recording on my selfie camera on my Note 10 today, doing 4K on the selfie. I thought that was pretty cool. We're going to be doing a 4K 60 frames per second for the video we're doing today, which is a Google Pixel 3 charge port. I figured we could get that in. If you need a screen repair, we're going to go ahead and leave a little link card in the description as well. If you need these parts, we do have them in stock. Please make sure you click on the link below, just a little description link, and you'll see where to purchase these parts. Make sure you buy from us because you're going to guarantee that you get OEM original parts and not some cheap junk that you'll find on Amazon or eBay or wherever else. Also, you'll be supporting this channel and I really appreciate it. So anyways, on to the video and we'll go from here. It's Dustin with TWPD, a little quick commercial break. We got a product called Liquid Glass that can cover your phone against $400 in damages or even $150 against damages. And it's super cheap and it's good for a whole year with no deductible. I'm going to have a link in the description below describing the whole product and how the whole process works in a separate video. Thanks for watching. Now back to the video. Okay, so today we are going to use my hot plate since I'm at my house. The customer was nice enough to come over. And you can use a heat gun or a hair dryer if you're at home. Hair dryer, you just want to get it really hot to the touch. So it's where it's starting to burn your hands. That's important. But it's not like where it would melt your fingers off. That would be too hot. So you want it about 100 degrees Celsius for temperature wise on your hot plate, and just leave it on there for about 5 minutes. So it's really nice and toasty. I can barely touch it. That's exactly what you want. With the heat gun, you want to go in circles and do it for about 45 seconds. You might need to do it a little longer. In the hair dryer, you'll probably do 5 minutes because it'll be a lot harder to do. And just, once again, you just go like this in circles, back and forth with a gun. And if you need to see how this is opened with a heat gun, I do have other videos. Okay, so we're gonna take our Iflex tool, which you can find plenty of tools on our website. I plan on getting some more tools to show you guys different techniques to opening up these phones here. We're just gonna go around the sides here and slice this open. If it's giving you trouble, you need more heat. Make sure that your phone is turned off. That is pretty critical. If your phone is turned on, well, guess what? You're gonna warm up that battery too much and overheat the phone. But if you can't turn off your phone because there's something wrong with your power button or something wrong with your screen, then just focus on just getting it turned off as soon as you can. Okay, so I'm just twisting it up to get it up a little bit. And keep your blade as flat as you can so that way you don't actually cut anything or scrape up your frame. So now this needs to come out like this because there's a fingerprint reader here. Okay, and then you're gonna rotate it just like that and then slowly put it down. Don't put too much pressure on it or you'll cut that cable there. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and remove all these screws. Just a regular Phillips screwdriver. So I like to use the Wild Stick, but you can also use this. We sell this on our website, the 2UUL. And also we use, there it is, the QIANLI. So it's a flat blade with where it comes out to the point for the Phillips. So these are all really great screwdrivers and they have a great fill. This is pretty much anti-strip, so it works really good. And then this one gets into better corners and angles if you need to attack something a little bit harder to get to. So we're just gonna take all these screws out, and for speed, we're going to use the Wild Stick. It's very important that you organize every one of these screws because they're all different sizes, and that you have a magnetizer. Make your life really easy. If you do not organize these screws, Well, basically, life is going to be really miserable and trying to put all these screws in. So I'd recommend even taking a picture of the phone before and after if you're unsure, because it is very difficult to get all these screws in the proper place. And I gotta look at the part here, see if I have to remove everything. I think I do. We might not have to remove everything. I might just have to remove this plate, so we'll find out here. You can get this mat as well on our website. Like I said, the link in the description below. Come on, pull that out. I just like to set it near the screws if I can when removing components out. So you can yank on this, or you can take a plastic spudger. It's really not that critical to use a plastic spudger on this, but it guarantees that you're not going to be breaking your connections here. So we're just going to twist that off. And then we can set that aside. And let's take off the speaker here. Oh, you know what, actually, let's go ahead and just disconnect the battery for safety. So, which is right here. This piece fell out, it's fine, it's just the piece that was right there. So we got the battery disconnected now, and we're gonna disconnect the speaker here, which is right there. And then we'll pop this out, and then pull on it. It is glued down. All right, so this is the charge port assembly that we need to remove. So let's see if we can do this without having to remove everything out. All right, let's take one more look at it here. It looks like we don't have to remove the SIM card tray, which is nice. I'm gonna go ahead and take out this screw here. It's the only screw, it looks like. And this is probably all glued down. We know it's broken, so we could just technically rip it out if we want to, but we are going to do it proper. Oh, looks like we got another screw. So this is one of those screws that the wow stick doesn't work and the other screwdriver struggles a little bit. So a more pointed tip here is helpful. Okay, and we got another one right here. I bet there's one right here too. No, there's none. All right, so now we got the screws removed. Let's remove the antenna wires here. And usually tweezers work best for that. All right, let's try to scoot that over a little bit and then pop it out. Oh, come on out. There we go. Careful not to break this cable. Go around, pop it out. Just get as close as you can to that metal bracket and pop it out. All right. Now you're gonna need okay, so now we're gonna need a little heat. So put a little heat right here, but be careful of the battery. So I'm just gonna warm up the other side for about 30 seconds on the hot plate. All right, so now that we got it nice and warmed up, we're gonna go ahead and just pull out the charge port. Just a little bit of pull here should remove it since it's nice and warm. Okay, remember not to overheat the front, just get it warmed with the touch or put it on the hot plate for a few minutes and that'll be fine as well. All right, so now we're gonna get our original part. And like I said, that you can purchase these parts from us on our website. Just going to remove this blue covering so that way it's sticky. I'm gonna stick this in. There we go. We got it in. And we're gonna get this side in here too. Looks all good. Check alignment. And then we had that one screw, or 3 screws here. One right here. Hold that in. And I lied, it's not there. This is why you should take pictures. It's probably the one next to it. I didn't even need to remove it. Yeah, that's it. That screw hole is most likely for this plate here. Yep, it goes right in there. All right, so let's get the charge port plugged in first before we get everything else in here. This can be a little tricky, so just check your alignment here. And you might want to use the spludger too. What we're going to do is bend this back a little bit, and hopefully we can get a good connection here without having too much fuss. There we go. We'll fold it down over. Now we're going to go ahead and put down these cables. Just get it over the hole and then press down. Wrap that one around and over here. Once again, get it over the hole and press down. Oh, darn it, keeps on hopping out. Stay over there. Still trying to fight for this thing here. There we go, got it clipped in. Make sure our alignment, the cable's weaving over there. All right, now pull on the cable here and then got to get it lined up perfectly. And I'm trying not to get in the camera's way here while doing this. And hopefully we got a nice zoomed in picture here. My editor is terrible at zooming sometimes. There we go, we got it clipped in. And then you just grab the ends here and just try to move it and line it up properly as much as you can. It's kind of tricky, but you can get it in there. There we go. All right, now let's get the rest of these screws in here. Okay, now that's all removed. Now we can put it all together. You want to test your charger capabilities by obviously plugging it in and making sure it works. I got 2 of them just in case, but one should be fine since they're original. Where is my... Go ahead and plug this in here. And we're going to screw these down right now while we're holding it down. Put this piece back in here. Oops, I got it upside down. Alright, so now we're going to use my favorite glue. It's the T7-1000, just to spruce up the old glue. It's basically the same glue that they got on here. It's rubberized glue. Works really good. Recommend buying it on the link in the description below. So you don't need a heavy coat since it already has a coat here. Just enough to get it stuck on here. If you don't have T7000 glue, you can just warm this back up and cross your fingers that it's going to stay on by just pressing it on. But I like to use the glue because it puts another good water seal on there. We're going to go ahead and get this connection plugged in here. If it wants to plug in, it wants to give me a problem. And at this point you should be testing your charge port, making sure it's working. Definitely before putting the glue on, but just do it as soon as you can. You have a little bit of time before the glue starts drying, so once you start clamping it though, it starts drying right away. Seems like, in my experiences. Okay, and then you're going to just press down for about 30 seconds. Then any extra residue on the side left over, just go ahead and wipe it off with some alcohol or acetone. Okay, and I'm going to go get my charger here to test this real quick. Okay, you got the charger here. Make sure it works, and then you're going to make sure your antennas work as well. That's pretty critical. Looks like she already had it charged. That's weird. I don't think it has wireless. It might have wireless charging. I can't remember if it does or not.
It doesn't wireless, but
Yeah. I would expect it to have a little bit of, oh, it says 91.
yeah.
There we go. That's weird. I wonder why it said 100. Okay, so you're looking for service, and we can clearly see that it has service because those antennas are connected properly. That's really important. Okay, and then also that it's going to go up 1% here. Anyways, guys, I really appreciate you watching our channel. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. And we're going to have more tutorials in the future on more subjects and more repair issues. Thanks for watching, guys. You have a good one.